family. Big King Mine. Chop out. Okay. I want to talk about martial law real quick. Because it's a sign of the times. Because if you look out there at what's going on, this is what it is. So martial law in effect now. Because you got to start preparing for it. Now, this ain't, you see what I'm saying? They can make it whatever they want it to be. Whatever they say on that media, that's what the people gonna do. That just, so if they saying pandemic and people understand that that's panic, what you think they gonna do? I went in the grocery store. Family, ain't no food in there. And the food processing plants is still opening. But it's not enough in there to feed the public. That's just facts. Go in your local grocery store and look around. Tell me if you see any food in there. And like I said, the coronavirus giving it put everybody on the same level. So let me get into this right quick, family. Real fast. So we're going to deal with the definition of martial law. Military government involved in the suspension of ordinary law. Unlike previous military inventions, the general did not declare martial law. So, suspensions. All the stores, all the schools, all government buildings, for the most, are closed. And now they starting to shut down whole cities. So I want to go here. What does martial law mean in America? Martial law in the United States refers to several periods in the United States history within a region or the United States as a whole been placed under control of a military body. The ability to suspend is related to imposition of martial law. So, if they, like I said, they already been seeing the military trucks coming in on, other trucks been coming in on trains. See, they preparing, they got to think way ahead of the normal public because they controlling everything. I wish they would have done that before the coronavirus hit so they could have just wiped it out right then. You see what I'm saying? But then now they playing catch up and now they sending out all the military on alert. I'm telling y'all, if it go on longer than 2-3 weeks or something like that, expect something, family. Expect something. Typically, what happens during martial law? Typically, the imposition of martial law accompanies curfews. Everybody stay home, stay in the house. Solitude. Period. No social gatherings. The suspension of civil law and civil rights. That caught me right there. The suspension of civil law and civil rights and the application or extension of military law or military justice to civilians. Civilians define martial law may be subject to military. So, what I'm saying is, you dealing with whole cities. Because if you look outside, all you see out there right now is the police, medical people outside right now. And what they doing is testing for that virus or whatnot. They testing. They trying to contain. Contain mean you get all the people that they can find that got it. And you put them in the area. And you treat them, the ones that, the severe, they in this containment area. The ones that's, not really showing symptoms, but they got it, they in this area. They're just like I was talking about Resident Evil and the T virus. You see what I'm saying? And a lot got to do with fever. When you talk about viruses or any of that entering, the immune system, that's not strong enough to deal with it, you're going to start to see symptoms, right? So, you know, when, anybody that on that, if go look at that movie, go over there and watch that Resident Evil. It's just like this. And anybody that got that had a fever. When was the last time martial law was used, and where did the term come from? The term, the phrase martial law dates back to the 1530s with an objective martial meaning pertaining to the military, the ultimate ultimate taken from the Mars Roman god of war. So again, they stick to their culture. You see, the word Mars is the word, and it ain't nothing but Zeus and Apollo and all of that. This is Greek language. And you see how they use their gods in times of war. They're just facts. So let's go to this right here. Let's go to this right here. Now, at 7, how long did martial law last? At 7:17 p.m. of September the 23rd, 1972, President Fernando Marcos announced he had placed the entire Philippines under martial law. This marked the beginning of a 14-year period of one man's rule, which effectively lasted until Marcos was exiled from the country on February 25th, 1986. Now, Marcos was a dictator. Now, I know this man right here. He was a dictator. And he had full total control of the military. He didn't have to go through no senates or none of that. He ain't had to get nothing passed or none of that. He used the military as his own personal bodyguards. And it's a story out there. It's a documentary on it too. Marcos, when he was in his presidency or whatnot, this treasure hunter found a golden Buddha in the Philippines that had been hidden, I think, by the Japanese army. And the Japanese army hid it in the Philippines because, of course, they was at war with the Americans and all of that. Vietnam War and all of that, right? So they hid millions of dollars of blocks of gold, golden Buddha statues, and he had caches of this. You see what I'm saying? The Japanese general. And, he killed his soldiers that took and hid the gold from them so they couldn't go back and tell where they hid it at, right? So once the war was over, people knew that they had hid a lot of stolen treasure and a lot of stolen gold from China and the Philippines or whatnot. They stole a lot of gold and hid it or whatnot. So this treasure hunter ended up finding this gold. And I got to give you this part. Ended up finding this golden Buddha in a bunch of gold bars. I'm talking millions of dollars worth of gold bars in this bunker that had been blew up, in the when the war was going on or whatnot. So Marcos, this just to show you how much power this man had. He finds out who the treasure hunter is or whatnot, because he found a treasure that had been hidden, so the media had done put him on TV. And Marcos sent his military over there to take the Buddha from him. You see what I'm saying? And they opens up the Buddha and it's full of diamonds, uncut diamonds. So, and they never could find the real Buddha. They tried to sue the Marcos Fernando's family for it, but the court, he tried to pull one over and come up with a fake Buddha, and he like, yo, that wasn't, and they captured the treasure hunter and whatnot. He was just a common man, that had a metal detector or whatnot, ended up actually finding some big treasure, and Marcos took it. But that just goes to show who he was. But that show you when you got martial law going and you at full extent of the military's power, They can do whatever they want to you. Just like in Katrina with them FEMA camps and all of that. A lot of them people never seen their families again, family. That's just facts. A lot of them people's never seen their children again or whatnot. The ones that was on top of the roof, they got into the helicopter. What happened to all them people? They were dispersed or whatnot. You see what I'm saying? Now this right here, I'm telling you, it is getting to that point. You see what I'm saying? That, because like I said, once they contain it, you know what they gonna do with it. It ain't never gonna go nowhere. Just like Ebola or whatever. They gonna keep that as a biological weapon that they can use later in the future if they need to. And plus they gonna have to keep it anyway to study it, to see how it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we don't know if they're airborne, but you see, just like the T virus, touching, blood transfusion, anything like that, too much touching, it's a virus. Just like the T virus. It's the same thing. So, if it go on, like I said, more than 2-3 weeks, family, expect something. Okay? Expect something. Because look, hey, you gotta be, that's why I say martial law in effect now. Because you got to be prepared so when they do jump it off, you already got the bug out bag. You and your family already got a plan just in case y'all had to hit the road or hit the woods or something. That's just real. Because if it ain't no food out here and it keep going for too long, you know what's gonna start happening. It gonna be mass hysteria everywhere. And I got something for any Walking Dead ghouls and goblins try to come take something over here. Okay, so love y'all. Y'all be safe out there. You know, definitely, you know, it's a virus. So y'all got to, you know, social distancing and whatnot right now. I don't know if that's because it make it easier to snatch you up off and you end up in the FEMA camp. And they got funding too. They got funding put out here with that FEMA. So, but that ain't gonna do you no good if martial law in effect. Because you talk about the military on every corner. So, and you can't, this is an election year. Y'all don't forget that this is an election year. If they call martial law, you can't change presidents in the event of martial law. You can't change. So that's why I'm saying, man, it's something going on, yo. Either it's been a Chinese cover up, like I talked about, Chinese government cover up, but then it might work in Donald Trump's favor. Because you can't hold, they already canceling debates, they already canceling pre-voting and all of that. They already canceling all that. How you gonna have an inauguration with all them people out there and you can't have social distancing? You understand what I'm saying? So in the event of martial law, you cannot change presidents. And what is 2020? An election year. Y'all better get with King, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. Look at that. So, and I want y'all to start looking around. Y'all gonna start seeing a lot of military personnel, and you gonna start seeing a lot of military vehicles, man. That's your facts. Job power, y'all be safe. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.